So now it's time for one of my favorite segments, which is called Leaders of Now, where young people are doing amazing things. And with me this morning is Shemeon Williams. And Shemeon, somebody I've known for a number of years. We actually train martial arts, practice capoeira, gymnastics, all these things since back in the day. It's good to see you. It's a small world, man.
Definitely. I remember Khary as a guy who could do 100 flips in one go. That's really awesome. But let me tell you why I'm here.
Right.
7 months ago, I quit my job. I was in a place where I felt that I was not meant to be. And
that's a little scary for some people, quitting their job.
Very, very scary.
And for some people who recently lost their job, like this is probably something like madness to them. So
Correct,
what was it that inspired you to just leave the job behind?
Well, for me personally, I had a vision for where I wanted to be, and it was not where I was during that job. And it was scary because I had to make that jump. And I had nothing to hold on to, but I had, other than God and dedication and direction, I know where I wanted to be, and I know that if I stayed, it would be missing something. I'd be missing out on something.
Right.
And it's so interesting because the week after I left, there was an opportunity to apply to the Young Leaders of America's initiative,
right,
which I took. And I got through that application, and they sent me to America. An excellent 6-week-long mentorship program. And that has revolutionized how I see entrepreneurship, what the things that need to be done, and my business as well. That has impacted me and my path forward, so that when I came back to Trinidad, I have a lot of drive. And what I really want to do is everything that I've learned, I want to give back to other entrepreneurs or persons in my position, in feeling that they have a other purpose other than where they are now, and they need to step out. That is a very, very difficult step, to have a family, to be able to support,
right,
to know that there's support for entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurship is a way. I think entrepreneurship will change Trinidad and Tobago, and it's the only thing that perhaps could. One of the pillars of development is innovation, and innovation could best be done by entrepreneurs. So I do believe that I have a part to play in landscaping the ecosystem for entrepreneurship.
And how do you intend on landscaping this ecosystem?
Well, the very first step is sharing my story. Sharing that if I could do it, there are a lot of persons that could do it. I think of myself as 3 out of 10 as an entrepreneur, but there are many younger entrepreneurs who might be on stage 1. And if I could help them from get to stage 1 to stage 2, you could do a massive, massive change in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes, I actually agree, because I myself engage in entrepreneurship in different ways. And just being able to create new revenue streams and eventually create jobs for other people is something that would definitely benefit the nation, because as you see, people are losing jobs from left, right, and center. And it's very important too that they have other avenues that they could go into. And I think entrepreneurship is very viable.
That is excellently said, Khary. Over 80% of jobs are created by small business owners. It's not the massive players in the game that create hourly jobs, but small business owners would revolutionize how we get jobs and see jobs and help persons on the street. In my business, I help persons in the community, my friends from school, and allow them to not just get a job, but also to engage their talent, engage their skill, to maximize on the potential that they could get.
So I see you talk about engaging talent, engaging skill. I see a camera in your hand. What is the camera? Aside from taking pictures, obviously.
Oh, no, actually, there's an interesting story.
What do you use it for? Yeah.
This 2 years ago, I did a dance that engaged camera for the back screen. And people said, wow, there's a lot of cinematography in it. Could you do it again next year? And the next year I did it using a phone. Right? And a guy who was into camera work said, Shem, you have a talent. And from there I said, okay, I'll try it. And then my sister-in-law said, my wedding is in 4 months' time. Would you do my wedding? And I bought my very first small camera.
Point and shoot?
A point and shoot, well, almost point and shoot.
Yeah.
And Saturday I bought it. The next week someone asked me to help with a wedding. I shot the wedding. By the time her wedding came about, it was 4 weddings I had done. And persons would see the wedding and say, wow, I wanted to. And before you know it, I started booking up weddings. And it was so fulfilling. Something that was a hobby turned out to enable me to leave my job. Really? And I turned that into, now I do cinematography, I do adverts, I do a lot of weddings. I want to help highlight social causes because it is an expensive art form.
Right.
And there are a lot of great causes that need to be highlighted. And if I could give back there, highlight those causes that needs to be done, it could be extremely fulfilling.
Well, Shemeon, thanks so much for sharing everything you shared with us this morning. And again, as I said, this is one of my favorite segments, Leaders of Now, where young people like you are paving the way for the future generations.